On this week's show, house leadership transitions, faculty farewells, and girls varsity lacrosse season wrap-up. Lawrenceville's 10-minute newscast begins right now.
From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, this is L10 with Aidan Duffy.
Hello and welcome to this week's show. Yesterday, 5 representatives were announced to complete the 2018-2019 Student Council. Kwesi Adu-Diawuo, Toby Ilogu, Shazmina Khan, Devankar Chokra, and Harriet Weiser will represent athletics, the arts, diversity, community service, and sustainability, respectively. They will join Student Body President Trevor White, Vice President of Academics Edward Miller, Vice President of Honor and Discipline Tosh Ray, and Kayla Miller, Vice President of Social Life. On Monday evening, Manoush Zaramodi, Lawrenceville class of 91 and host and managing editor of WNYC's Note to Self, returned to campus to deliver a capstone lecture. The lecture, Human Skills for Digital Natives, A New Understanding of Technology's Influence, addressed digital identity and privacy. History Master Regan Kearney has been selected by the class of 2018 as its faculty speaker at commencement. Kearney will address fifth formers, their teachers, friends, and family on Sunday, May 27th. Tiffany Thomas, Lawrenceville class of 2018, won the Robert Mamano Frezza Memorial Scholarship. Named in honor of Robert Frezza, Lawrenceville class of 1998, the award provides college tuition assistance. Several Big Red athletic teams saw championship success this week. The boys and girls varsity track teams won both the Maple and their 11th consecutive NJISAA titles. Girls varsity lacrosse successfully defended its Mercer County Tournament trophy, and boys varsity tennis finished first in the Maple. Every spring, houses elect new leadership for the upcoming academic year. We sat down with some of the newly elected House presidents and their predecessors as they talked and answered questions from our online audience.
Hi everyone, my name is Casey Rogerson and I'm going to be president of Woodhull next year.
My name is Toby Ilogu. I'm the current president of Woodhull House.
Hi, I'm Isabel, current Kirby House president.
I'm Michael Candy. I'm Kirby president next year.
Hi, my name is Makayla Miller and I'm the current House president of Stevens.
Hi, I'm Makayla Boxley and I'll be the president of Stevens next year.
So Toby, what's your favorite thing about being in Woodhull?
It'll probably have to be the freedom to be myself, because I'm just so close with the other guys in the house, and we all we're so comfortable with each other. Things can get pretty weird in Woodhull, but we're always feeding off each other's energy, and it's always a fun time.
Isabella, what was your favorite part of being house president this year?
I really liked getting to know all the girls in the house, even though if I wasn't friends with them or think I'd be friends with them. It's really cool, to see everybody come together.
What are some of the biggest successes you've had this year?
Well, Jimmy, I think some of the big successes we've had is I think we've really upped the reputation of Kennedy on campus so far this year. We're going to have our second invited friend coming up this next week. And just overall, I think with all our apparel and all the things we've done on campus, I think Kennedy's really become one of the more prominent houses on campus this year.
So what would you say was your biggest challenge being the president of the house this year?
My biggest challenge this year was definitely bringing the house together and making it really united, mainly because we had a lot of quieter girls coming in this year, and I knew it was going to be a challenge to get them all excited to be in Stevens and to really bring the united community that I mentioned in my platform when I was running for president.
I definitely think getting more involved in the community, because as house president, you do really get involved with your house and everything you're doing, but you also get to work with all the other house presidents and the school president.
The biggest benefit of being house president, I think, is just being able to kind of be that person who stands for the house and bring the spirit. And personally, I think when we do the cheers, when we do the runs, and during House Olympics, and anytime it's oh, come up here if you're the house president, those are the times when you truly show your true colors and are able to represent Stevens as we would. How do you plan to bring house spirit up without making events mandatory fun?
I think that's something that we've had some trouble with this year, like reluctance in going to house events or invited friends or invited houses. I think the most important thing for us to do in this coming year, like as a house, is to remain in tune with who we are. And we do that by working off of the feedback which we receive and emphasizing feedback being something important to what we do in the house.
What do I anticipate the biggest benefits of being house president to be? Definitely just getting to really be a part of the house and being able to make decisions for the house and work with everybody to figure out what we all want. And that'll be something that I can hopefully carry with me in the rest of my time at Lawrenceville and beyond Lawrenceville, knowing how to figure out what people want and how to make that happen.
This year, the Lawrenceville community says goodbye to 11 faculty members and administrators. They stopped by our studios to share some reflections.
I would encourage the students to savor every moment because having seen many schools, this is a pretty special place, and having talked to enough alums now, it's obvious that they appreciate a lot about what it did for them for the rest of their life.
One of the things I think I'll take away from Lawrenceville is the sense of community here. I think that over my last 3 years here, I've really taken for granted the sense of like warmness and, greeting people on a daily basis and having people know who I am and what I do here.
This is one night where one girl was singing some kind of ballad in Chinese, and then some other girls were dancing and hula hooping a little bit behind her, and then a few other girls were like having some other kind of conversation, and in the midst of all that chaos, this one girl was singing this ballad in Chinese, and that was just a moment where I really appreciated Lawrenceville for I guess placing me in an environment where that happened, where that was possible.
In 2010, I believe, there was a Guinness Book of World Records pie fight in the bowl, which was pretty remarkable to see in person. And so there's been a lot of other events too, but I think that one pretty much sticks out.
Coming back to Lawrenceville, right, I think about my time here as a student a lot. And that's partially because I'm doing some personal reflection. A lot of that is because students ask me all the time, like, what were things like here? What's changed? Do you think it's better or worse?
A few years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and the whole community just really helped me. The girls' crew team had Team Taylor t-shirts made, and they ran the Big Red Race. I had colleagues that just helped me.
So I think one of my earliest memories and fondest memories of Lawrenceville has been House Olympics. So at the beginning of the year, I didn't really know like what the house system was or how that sort of played out at Lawrenceville. But going to that first event at the bowl was really, it was so great to see the school spirit and all that.
One of the best memories is probably a recent one, and that was performing at school meeting with my daughter Amaya, and performing a song that really, I think, captures the spirit of my work with respect to equity and diversity and inclusion work.
As you are here each day, take a step back, and wherever your quiet place is, if it's the middle of the bowl or down on the athletic fields, in the orchestra, just take a moment and soak it all in, because time goes quickly, and before you know it, you're going to be graduating and out.
Choose to be kind. Choose to be that person that brings some sunshine into someone's life.
And finally tonight, we talked with members of the girls' varsity lacrosse team as they wrapped up their winning season.
We had the best team ever. We had so much energy coming out into every game. We're friends on and off the field. We're always there for each other, and I just think that this was such a supportive and exciting season for us.
Some of the wins we pulled out were just so great to have, especially with this team, just because this team is not one person going to goal, and I feel like ever since we worked together, it really comes through.
Overall, it was just a great season. We had so much fun on and off the field, and I think that's what made it the most memorable.
I think just last game overall, we just wanted to put it all out there. Didn't necessarily happen in the first half, so then we were like, one half, let's go, do anything we can to get a goal.
At halftime, we talked, and we really just put our heads together, and it really just hit us that it was the last 25 minutes, so we needed to leave it all out on the field.
We know how to play lacrosse. Sometimes I think we get in our heads. And to just remember, to think about how that was going to be the last time that group of girls got to play together was really special, and also honestly pretty sad. So I think that kind of lit the fire within us, which we needed for sure.
I definitely think we came out underestimating Petty, but
I think after the halftime, we really got together as a team with like no coaches. Where our captains were just hyped us up a lot and told us that we should play our game, and we came out on fire. And we were all playing together and for each other, all for the last game.
Today was really about celebrating our seniors, and it was great to go out with a win. Fun game all around to be a part of.
So I think we just had fun in the end, and that's all like really matters at the end of the day.
That is our broadcast for this Friday night, May 18, 2018. From all of us here at L10, thank you so much for watching, and good night.
You can take everything I have. You can break everything.